Yeah, they were a matching set. So me and Tony's pants will be safe. Yours are...
Mine are all yogas. Oh,
yeah. All right, so we'll be recording this in case there's any good techniques that come out of this experience that we can upload to our new self-defense street fight section, potentially. Shotgun mics need phantom power to work. Is that... oh, yeah, maybe that was the case. I don't know. Anyways, we'll just be using this. Tony, could you put your swim cap on? We can't actually train unless Tony has his cap, his ear protector.
Are we still bowing in today?
Yes, we got to bow in. We'll keep. We don't. Bowing in is not a priority for me, but I feel like it's a good way to just initiate the class. Like here's a beginning point. So it's not real. Like we're. I would spoil the surprise. I'm not going to say who we're bowing to, but we should bow to initiate the class is in session. Okay. So I don't really have a clear-cut plan as far as what we'll be going over, but we're just going to experiment with some of these grips and see what we can make work first, kind of discuss some of the options. This will be sort of an open discussion. So we're not focusing on the Legion members or the chat in particular, just any questions or options we can explore. We will do that, right? All right, let us begin. Tony, could you get on your knees and prepare to bow? Everyone, if you could please join us in this commencement movement. Here we go. Everyone bow. Us. Thank you all. Class is in session. Today we're looking at the validity of gi grips in a street fight scenario. This has been a long, argued conversation. Will gi grips work in a street fight scenario? The gi versus no gi debate. They're really two extremes. One sport and training method is designed to be heavily grip intensive. There's more grips than you know what to do with lapels and belts and pants and sleeves and ankle grips and everything you've got, collar grips. And then you have no-gi where they're trying their best as possible to be as slippery little snakes as they can, shaving their legs and wearing rash guards and spats. No grips. Well, I think we all can agree that in a street fight scenario, it would be somewhere in between, depending on your location, right? If you're in San Diego in the summertime, you might have to, defend yourself against a shirtless, like tanning oil flip-flopper, which is like more akin to the 10th Planet style of jiu-jitsu, or I guess like the Danaher Death Squad style. A muscled, hulking, just like meathead who's gonna just beat you up. Yeah, GTL kind of guy. Or maybe you're in more of like a Montana scenario where it's pretty, chilly outside and you've got coats on, and we have some lighter coats here. I have some nice coats, but they're expensive, nice coats that were sent to me by one of my sponsors a long time ago. I don't want to ruin them. So we'll be starting with hoodies. This is like a good in-between, I think. Like we wear hoodies here in San Diego. So I think mostly I want to see what works in grappling. So once we actually get into the live rolling scenario, we'll have more insights, but we'll use this just as sort of a beginning scenario here. Does anyone have any questions to start or any suggestions here? You guys I forget the chat's a minute and a half behind, so it's probably not going to work. We'll have to take them as they come. We'll circle back to those questions or explanations. So let's just discuss. Mihawk, if you could stand up. Tony as well. We might as well experiment with multiple attackers while we're here. So, are we in view? Everything good here? So first we have to discuss, are we going to be incorporating strikes, illegal knee kicks? I think not. Let's just stick to a gripping scenario. So we're assuming that the escalation doesn't come in the form of like fisticuffs, right? It's like we're in a bar, let's say, it's getting later at night, my opponent is wearing a jacket, I see he has some pants on, and he's getting a little too aggressive with me, right? This is a scenario we discussed in the car, and I'm going to try and make use of sleeve grips in this scenario. So, Mia, if you could escalate the situation as I'm minding my... Whoa, hey! Hey there, buddy. Are you cool? Are you good? You had a little too much to drink tonight?
No, I'm good.
Yeah? Okay, well...
But are you good?
I'm good, but I just want you to calm down, okay?
Hey, let go of my...
Okay, I just want to make sure everything's... I just want to make sure everything's...
Hey.
Foot strikes? I have double sleeve control here. I think I could go for some effective up kicks from this position. I am noticing that these grips here do not feel very strong. It's hurting my hands to hold on to these grips. I think in a life or death scenario, I could effectively pull guard with these sleeve grips, get to a spider scenario, and immediately be striking with my heel. And I think
that would actually work.
of course it would. How would you defend this? You would have to try and you have to be prepared for me to pull spider guard and be launching my up kicks. And this just I think clarifies the scenario where, oh, in jiu-jitsu, I'll just stomp you in the face. Like, can you stomp me in the face here? I feel like I have really good defensive options as far as not getting stomped in the face. I'd have to be fully spidered and be ready for a foot stomp. But if I keep my knees up against a white belt such as yourself in this bar, I could easily like, you'd have to know how to pass spider guard. You'd just be toast. Like, I could be working heel strikes to your face. I think I won that exchange just by using a little bit of verbal judo to transition into a gripping scenario. So I think that's really the main thing, is we want to make use of these grips as quickly as possible. What I don't want is for the situation to escalate and I get tackled and I'm on my back and I'm just like, oh no, now I'm just in a real fight. Like, now we're using MMA style jiu-jitsu, which is fine. I would need to like close the distance, try to defend from like these strikes, make my bones and try to absorb some of these impacts until I can close the distance and get to close guard. You can set that to just hit no. I'm getting a phone call right now. So anyways, I'd have to close the distance, use some more traditional style close guard to break my opponent's posture before securing a spider grip on his very tight sleeve. But I've secured it, and after I secure one, I would just transition to the next, and now I would start to create space. If I have these sleeve grips, Miha, could you try and punch me, please? Keep trying. Now he's really trying to punch me.
Really?
And I'm holding onto his sleeves, and I can imagine if this was an unskilled grappler, if you could keep trying to strike me, put in some spider hooks, and strike to the back of the head. He's immediately unconscious. Officer, could you assist me? Of course I could. Could you apprehend this gentleman? I just incapacitated him with spider strikes to the face.
Stay still, so don't fight. Resisting arrest. Resisting arrest.
All right. Let's reset the scenario. Does anyone have any objections to that style of street combat? Because I would challenge anyone to be able to pass my spider guard as I'm up kicking you in the face. So that was my understanding of the scenario. I think there's some other options too. And this is just from like, the mics are too loud? Was that an issue? Is it too loud? We can turn that down. I can't see. Yeah. How's this? It might still be too loud. I'll turn it down a little more. Here we go. Here's the new audio. If this is too quiet, let me know. So, my pants seem to have ridden up, which is actually convenient for me, because if I were to face another jiu-jitsu fighter in the street, he wouldn't be able to grab my ankles now. So one thing to think about is if this is a common scenario. It's like, sure, sport jiu-jitsu would be somewhat useless in a street altercation where someone isn't using like proper passing positions or trying to secure the position. But what if my opponent is a brown belt like Miha, and he's out trying to have a good time tonight, and he gets a little rowdy, drinking too much, and now I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu facing a high-level brown belt. I will have to use jiu-jitsu to subdue him, because if he effectively tries to pass my guard in this altercation, I will need to use proper sport jiu-jitsu to do that. Now, if he was a white belt, the scenario is different. I could easily pull spider guard and up kick him in the face over and over again. I think that would be an effective strategy. Another thing that we're looking for, and I've thought about this extensively, is if I can ever secure an overhook in my altercation here. This is a very effective defensive posture, because he's going to be trying to strike me. He's going to be trying to strike me in the face or the body, and I need to have my arm up to isolate and secure here. From this position, I could secure control. I have both arms isolated and controlled. I need to protect my sensitive areas. He could be trying to go for some groin strikes. So what are my options here? Well, his arms are isolated. He's not going to be able to get his arms back. I have free uppercuts to the face. This grip feels very effective. Now, no-gi guys, you probably have no experience with this position. You know nothing about overhook sleeve control. All right, there's headbutts too, good point. Let me just finish here. You're a no-gi guy, you've never trained the gi. You don't know how to deal with this grip. We're in judo mode now, and you've never done a day of judo in your life when it comes to grip control. This is highly effective. Here, I'm using his grip, his own material against him. Are you going to be able to shed your hoodie in the midst of combat so you can get back to your sleek, shirtless grappling style? I don't think so. So as long as I defend my head, I would go for a position here over the back of the head so he can't headbutt me. I'm ready to block with my knee so he can't go for any sort of groin strikes. And now I can follow up with knees of my own here until I could potentially take my opponent down. Now, let's experiment a little bit with some chokes. I have an overhook, so I'm going to try and set up a Bravo choke with his hoodie here. Nice little hoodie grip. Let's just extend this and go right for the Bravo. I'm going to feed it just how I would a gi Bravo. Here, I feel the pressure already. I'm just going to reach over the head. I'm going to throw my leg over the top, and Miha will tell us if it chokes him effectively. Yeah?
That's more comfortable than in the gi, but no less effective.
Miha says it's comfortable, meaning it doesn't hurt as much, but it's effectively choking him. So it's actually a gentler way to choke someone unconscious. And all I did right there was just utilize the hoodie as a lapel grip, a behind-the-back lapel grip, which is common for a lot of Bravo choke applications. So I'm seeing that this is actually a very effective control here, and I plan to be using this in our bouts later this evening. Here. Now tell me, if I can, we'll do some full resistance standing choke tests right now. I'm going to try and cross choke Miha. He's going to try and defend without striking me. All right, here we go. And it's okay to tap Miha. I mean, we're just showing how effective these grips are. Ready? Go ahead and defend. So what I'm seeing here is that the material is strong enough to withstand some high force gripping. Okay? So these grips are definitely an option, and if you're ignoring them in a grappling match, only doing no-gi scenarios, you're really limiting your options as far as offense and defense in this assault scenario. Some of the other applications we might try is some lapel guard, I think. So let's see if, in theory, we can pull this off, and I'll try this in our live matches as well. I'm just going to grab the end of the material here. This is a Legion hoodie, so it's pretty high quality material. I don't think this will rip. And I'm just going to use this end of the material as one lapel. Maybe I'm in a street fight scenario, let's just say, and I'm not super confident. Hey, oh, whoa, stay back, buddy. Watch out. Huh. Well, my entries here, I do feel like I have a pretty secure worm entry. I feel safe. I'm putting my foot on his chest to avoid his ability to actually extend his punches. I think I can survive a few strikes for a second here. I don't think he can stomp me because he can't really lift up his leg. If he does, I can start coming out the back here. I'm creating some space. And if I've drilled these positions enough, I think I could confidently worm guard to the back in a street fight scenario if I had to. Let's give Tony a shot. All right. However, we got to remember, I don't really want to be doing the traditional, well, not traditional, but the worm guard pull. I'm not going to reach for his lapel. This is not a good defensive stance, as you might imagine here. However, what is a good defensive stance, especially if I'm taller than my opponent, is just a nice collar grip here like this. I could be, this material is a little weaker, it looks like. This hoodie does feel thinner. So that's something to think about if you're expecting these grips to be more effective on every single hoodie. It does seem to change from hoodie to hoodie. Now I'm thinking I would definitely want to use my judo fundamentals here and secure a wrist control probably first before I get my sleeve control. If he starts throwing punches, I do want to try and secure and catch. If I can isolate a grip and pin it here like this, I would be in a better spot for defense. I could then be setting up my Kosotos, my Osotos and my Ouchis. For those of you that are asking, these are Armbar Soap hoodies and Hyperfly Legion hoodies that we're using today. This is one of my older Armbar Soap hoodies, so it's a little thinner. I've had this one for a few years. This is a newer version, a little thicker. So, what do you think, Tony? Would you be gripping me back in these scenarios if you knew jiu-jitsu? Or would you just be going straight for strikes like a psychopath? Both? What would your grips be, probably, if you're in a...
The one that you had.
Just like collar?
Distance.
I feel, this is scary. I feel threatened. I feel like having to defend, like do that again. Having to defend strikes while you're like pushing me around and potentially off balancing me definitely feels dangerous for me. And I can't, like, just like in a gi, I can't necessarily just close the distance here. Like I would literally have to break this grip if I wanted to like have a chance here. But then it's 2 hands on one. This is very scary. And so like, I'm thinking, I would probably pull I would pull Spider Guard and upkick him in the face. I think that would be the right ploy. I think that's the right play here. If I feel like I can feel that Tony could outstrike me in this scenario, I'm not going to just bang this out. I would probably look for the sleeve control. The question is, I don't know if I could secure the second one.
Probably not.
But could I effectively use up kicks from a guard scenario as you rush me if I'm here? So you have to use jiu-jitsu passing though. That's for sure. Like these up kicks are dangerous.
Yeah,
And I don't feel super threatened from stomps right now, especially with the sleeve control. I think
my request of the video, nuts.
for you,
How do you defend your ball?
stop pulling my pants off, bro. I didn't tie these very tight. Yeah, but have some decency. So I'm.
Right, let's put some realism in the street situation. I just kicked Keenan in the face and that's it.
That's a good point as well. You definitely don't want to be pulling Spider Guard if there's multiple attackers in the area. But say you're in an alleyway, you could potentially use. I'm just a strong proponent of Spider Guard up kicks in these gripping scenarios. Do you guys want to do a little?
I have one idea.
Okay.
That I would like to just explore, if I may.
Okay.
So let's say we're like here, and I lean in. I'm like, buddy, let's not do this. You know, like.
Well,
hey.
what are you doing? Don't grab me.
Sorry. And then I try to insert my foot through his hoodie pocket, and boom,
This is like a
worm guard.
This is it's a worm guard. You don't even need to keep the grip.
But look,
grip could be
now I'm
free.
attached. I go here, and I'm gonna take your back because I'm literally in your pocket here.
Well, that's probably not as effective.
I just wanted to try that out.
Yeah. Now you're stuck. Not going to be as effective, I don't think. However, I think we should walk through a little scenario, and I'll sort of provide some narration here. Let's explore some classics. Well, the classic self-defense assault. Let's see what you can do with some grips. Tony, pretend you're an average blue belt. You maybe have watched some UFC.
I'm there already.
You know, maybe you know how to use some gripping action. Miha is in the grocery store. He's searching the shelves for the last can of tuna right now in this post-apocalyptic world. You're gonna attack him for this tuna, and you're gonna start from. Yeah, you're just attacking here, and I would say let's take this at around 30 to 40%. Okay, wait. This is realism, bro. Realism. Okay, ready? What is your goal here? Your goal is to incapacitate him.
Oh, incapacitated?
Well, through jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
All right, but okay, we're getting ready. So Miha may try some traditional Gracie defense here. Let's see how effective it is. Tony, you're free to let it work or not let it work. Are we ready? Are you feel ready?
Yeah, but I would prefer if he like sneaks up on me. And then
Yeah. Sneak up. Don't just stand there. Let him actually.
I got the script this morning.
All right, ready? Come, botch. Here we go. A thug approaching his victim. Oh, he's slamming him down. Oh, the judo, Miha's using some sort of counter wrestling here. I don't see much gripping action. I just see the strikes. All right, time.
That was a grocery store guy. He went
So
100% brown
well, this
belt.
was a skilled brown belt, but I didn't really see. I actually saw you perform the Lucas Barbosa defense that he did against Roberto Jimenez.
So this is what I was taught, a self-defense for this
Okay.
situation. So here, like spread their arms to make some space, and then slide behind,
Oh.
grab a person.
This is like Gracie. This is Gracie defense.
Yeah,
Okay.
if they don't know what they're doing, you grab them, and then however hard you want to slam them now. Boom.
Oh.
Side control push.
Were you aware that he was going to counter you in such a way?
No.
You didn't expect it?
No.
Were you trying? Can we try?
It was too late.
Let's try it. Let's do it. Let's reenact it one more time. Now I'm going to say, don't necessarily grab over the arms, because that is like, doesn't really, like, would you really grab over the arms? I think you'd probably go for maybe more of a seatbelt or a waist grip.
You want to know what?
I don't know. What would you do? You're just trying to take, like, other than just striking him in the back of the head.
Double leg him from the back.
From the back?
Yeah, that would hurt really bad. That's what I'll probably do now.
I think it's important to realize that if someone really wants to harm you and your back is turned to them, they're probably just going to just elbow you in the back of the head or hit you with something. Probably less effective. But let's just, for the sake of discussion, let's do it again. Miha will be here searching for the last tuna can as well still. And you're just trying to incapacitate him however you want this time, Tony. Using your jiu-jitsu knowledge, go ahead, just go for it.
However I want.
However you want.
Yeah, just don't double leg in front of
Don't like take his knees out, but you can push hard. Like you just saw his back exposed like in a match. Like what would you do? Go ahead. Oh, he brought him down. He brought him down. This is not looking good for our hero. He's trying to use some no-gi style escapes here, some wrestling. Tony keeps trying to mat return. Oh, he's got the hook in. He's got the hook in. Miha securing the Kimura grip. Effective Kimura. I've still not seen a lot of material usage here. So far, no-gi is winning. Oh, now Miha secured a collar grip. He's securing the grip. There's no strikes in this scenario. Oh, he's going for a sleeve control, but he's sacrificing it to go for leg locks instead. And time. Now this could just be Miha instinctively being more of a no-gi guy. I'll try my hand at it now. And I'm going to prioritize my gi grip, so Miha.
From the back, there's not much.
Yeah, it's true.
What am I doing?
Next scenario. This time we'll play out the scenario we did earlier. You're going to attack me? Okay. So we won't do a back attack. This will just be, you're going to wear it.
Oh, sick.
I think you attack me. Okay. And I'm going to try and utilize grip.
Spider sense tingling.
Exposed striking opportunity, don't strike me, but you could slap me gently. Okay?
This is Miha's dream come true.
Defend. Don't bust on the front.
Let's say I jump. Like you're talking to Tony and I just jump.
Okay.
Dude, sick pants, bro.
Hey, just put that mic right up on your t-shirt there.
Jump him. Oh,
Put that right there, yeah. So how's your night last night here?
fantastic, man. I like your pants. Ninja power.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel pretty in control right now. The material to grab is kind of nice in a no-gi scenario. I think I'm gonna try to set up a clock check.
Not in Miha's house.
What's the matter, you thug? You can't handle some gi action.
He just wanted some tuna.
Hey, you like that? Like that?
It's the ghost choke. Oi.
Trapped.
Oi. Slap him, Miha. He's right there, and his head is in between your legs.
You submit?
No vision, Juji. There you go, dude.
All right. My takeaways from that altercation was that once I got collar and sleeve control, I felt like I was in a good position for off balancing. I'd like to take another shot at it with Tony. Now, Tony, and Miha, you can clarify this to them because I'm not going to be able to tell them.
Tony is really gonna try to F Keenan up right now.
Get to positions where you could like potentially ground and pound me, beat me up, you know?
Guys, I hope this is as fun for you as it is for us. It's pretty amusing.
All right, you understand? Do I hit you? Don't actually hit me. You could like combat jiu-jitsu style. Okay?
Palm or fingers?
Fingers, not like smacking.
There will be some slapping potentially in this one.
Don't bust my teeth out, okay?
Tony's the
I'm gonna
attacker.
play defensive, kind of like.
Yeah. I just want my SAE, bro.
I'm just here with the grocery store. Guy? Yeah. Not drunk.
Your chick's kind of hot.
Bro, I need you to stay away from me right now.
No, I just want to talk.
I don't want to get that.
Oh, it started. Grip on the hoodie. Ooh, I hear some ripping going on. That's definitely the hoodie tearing. Yep, here we go. Leg lock entry to sweep. Tony's trying to get out. Man, this is a really good street fight. World star. World star. Tap. Oh, is that a tap?
Taps? Nope.
Put him to sleep. Put him to sleep.
Nice.
Don't respect the tap.
Oh, you want to cover your head too, huh?
He's gonna choke him with the ripped part of the hoodie. Bow and arrow right here. Hope Emma can get it. Ooh, nicely done.
Insignificant strikes.
Tony, want me to attack you? Try that.
That's my key neck.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. This is Miha versus Tony. Combat jiu-jitsu style.
All right, back turn?
Oh, it's a scramble. Get sleeve control, Miha. You need to control these strikes. There we go. Try and sweep with these grips. Tony's unable to strike because one of his hands is isolated. The material is ripping. Miha's looking to come up on a single. Oh, he's passing the grip. Tony squeezing for a front headlock. I don't think he's going to have to worry about this one, though. If he can clear the position here. Tony does have a pretty good anaconda. But I did see some gripping action there that was slowing down the striking. Tony reverting to jiu-jitsu. If anything, this just exhibits the power of actual jiu-jitsu technique in a street fight. Both fighters are resorting to it. Oh, was that a straight arm lock?
Yeah.
Impressive. What do you guys think?
Ruin my campsite.
Now let's set up another scenario. This next scenario, I think we should try just for two on one, just to see if we can pull this off. Okay? Are you guys ready to both attack me?
At the same time?
Yeah. I'm gonna need you to put on a more durable hoodie.
Says choke me out. Don't socks. What's this?
A hoodie that won't rip. Well, that's the thing, is if you don't, I think what we would quickly realize is if you act even slightly like you don't know jiu-jitsu, you just get wrecked. Like you have to use jiu-jitsu to fight back, or you're screwed.
I think one thing we need to mention too is a lot of people are gonna attack you like, hey, you're like, I don't like you.
All right. But I think that sort of interaction is mostly like the very beginning, but what happens when we actually get grips, you know? So you guys can attack me now.
Yeah.
And you can go for strikes. And if I get my ass kicked, I probably am gonna get my ass kicked. Here we go, I'm gonna do my best to potentially
feel like Keenan's losing at the moment. Mika has his arm. He just tapped. Yep.
They had to use jiu-jitsu to defeat me.
Keenan is saying they use jiu-jitsu to defeat him.
Oh, let's go again.
Let's pretend you suck.
No.
50%.
They're gonna pretend they suck now. Pretend hard, guys.
Okay, we're gonna pretend maybe. Probably not.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. That was good. You got his legs. I got his legs.
I feel like those head strikes would do some damage.
There's almost nothing I can do.
Yeah. Keenan can't handle it.
I feel utterly helpless.
Yeah, man, strikes are scary.
Keenan is saying he feels very helpless.
Where did the mic go? Oh, God.
Yeah, I felt utterly helpless against two attackers, especially if I was getting punched. I'm going to say there's definitely almost zero chance unless I was striking back with the intent to kill. Maybe I could.
Hooks only.
Yeah, like you definitely, you don't want to be grappling in a 2v1 scenario. That's for sure. Even
what happened to Spider Guard?
I should have gone. I think if I had gone for Spider Guard, I might have at least been able to upkick someone. You know?
But yeah, if you put the guy out, if you put him out on the first hit with a heel,
Yeah.
now you have just one more guy.
That's you would have to try and take someone out at once, and I think up kicks are the answer. I think I would actually rather take my chances of you guys stomping on me than trying to keep standing, where you can jump on my back and pin me down. I couldn't even get up when they were both on top of me.
You just gotta go low, high. I went low both times. You went high.
Striking, I mean, I would have to. We'd have to really put some gloves on and bang this one out. And I mean, still against two people, I wouldn't really stand a chance.
Let's see.
Man, it doesn't matter what kind of fighting style you do. If it's 2 versus 1, if there's any amount of equal skill, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You can't do anything.
Honestly, I think on the beach with just shorts on, it would be a little bit different because it was really easy to get grips on you and like hold you in place until he could grip you, and then it was over.
So the gi was working against me in a 2v1 scenario.
One-on-one is an advantage. Two, you can't squirm around and attack two people at the same time.
So if you're getting attacked by 2 people,
Rip your shirt off.
definitely take your clothes off as quickly as possible. That's what I'm seeing here.
To be fair, on the first try, when you were Kimura-ing Tony, I kind of like pushed him back because I knew what you were doing. If someone doesn't know what you're doing and you actually break your shoulder in the next 2 seconds,
I was holding on to myself.
then it's different.
You guys want me to fight them again? I could try a different strategy.
I was hoping both his arms were on me, and I was just holding it so then you could hit him in the face.
All right, let's run
I mean,
back.
how do I win? I can't win, really. I guess I just got to try and see if I can survive.
Let's do a delay. So we do a delay. He comes in 30 seconds later, or I come in 30 seconds
So
later.
a fight breaks out.
Yeah.
But he's like, oh shit, my friend's in a fight.
Friends in a fight.
Yeah.
Someone else comes up.
So you
I get a
basically
head
need to
start.
Finish him in 30 seconds.
So I got to try and deal with Tony.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Different scenario.
And then if that doesn't work, Emma comes in for the finishing move.
We'll give this another shot. Emma will commentate for us.
Okay, I'll do my best.
How many consecutive strikes to the face do you think it would take to finish him if I can't submit him? You hit me if I hit you, like
3.
3? Okay.
Are you gonna swing at me?
No. No. Just like pretend, right?
I feel like we all have mouth guards.
Yeah, you need mouth guards.
Yep. Are you prepared to jump in when you see your buddy getting his ass kicked?
Mika's gonna jump in when Tony gets his ass kicked.
Hey! Are you attacking me already? Is this how this is happening? You're gonna actually hit me. Relax.
What's the timer?
20 seconds.
20 seconds until Mika jumps in.
You're wasting my time. I
It's on. And Mika jumps in. Double omoplata, I think. Rest in peace, Keenan. Yeah, that's it.
Things were going so well.
That was pretty easy.
My timer was a mistake. Let me try that again.
Keenan wants to try again.
These are your live rolls, people. Get used to it.
Like, honestly, he wasted 15 seconds.
Trying to get away from the fight.
Yeah.
All right. See a little more aggression.
Okay, Keenan's gonna show more aggression this time. He's saying.
Don't set your timer. Just feel it out.
Okay.
What's the matter, bro? You have a problem, bro?
Oof. Keenan doing some hoodie damage. Why? Oh, poor Tony. And Keenan runs away.
A little bit of a team killing happening over there. Yeah, guys, you can't fight off two people with your current jiu-jitsu level. Especially if they start striking. Maybe if your assailant mistakes who's his buddy because we're wearing the same hoodies, like what happened there. But I wouldn't recommend it.
Hold on, let me try an Imanari roll.
Bro, I don't want nothing.
Yeah, Tony is not exactly an easy brown belt to roll with.
What?
I thought this was a street fight.
Good work. All right, let's set up a new scenario.
Water break.
Water break. This is actually really hard. Fighting two people is it's definitely intensive. Let's see.
Quarantine hits hard.
You can are you gonna put the shirt on? Oh, you're gonna go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Going full apocalypse mode.
It's like if you're Dexter, your victim isn't dead yet, you have to grapple him.
Oh, it's already ripped.
Shit!
My pants instantly.
Damn! He doesn't even squat.
Just have to roll with it. Literally.
You're gonna be like, sir, you have to go to quarantine. And I'll be like, no, you don't understand. I saw printers. I need to go to work.
Just don't go on because my hands are so sweaty. All right, guys, just a second. We'll be ready for round 3. Yeah. We don't quite have that going. And these gloves are not working. All right, Tony, you ready?
What am I?
You're getting put away in the quarantine, bro.
Can I hit you in the face now? You have a mask? You can try, dude. Let me see. Do it in front of the camera. Come here. I can't breathe. Yep. Welcome.
All right, get out there. Both of you. Tony. Tony, sit this one out. Sit this one out.
What?
Sir, stop where you are. Have you been exposed to any coronavirus recently? Are you coughing? Is that a cough? No. Let me need your cough, sir. No. Your coughing back up. I got a live one. Get this guy to the containment facility.
Who doesn't like it?
Get him to the containment facility.
No.
I need you to relax.
No.
You've been exposed to a dangerous virus. Ah, my suit's exposed. My suit's exposed. Ah, I'm contaminated. I've been contaminated. I've been contaminated. Requesting antivirals. I think we contained the subject.
You're contaminated, bro.
I'm contaminated, yeah. Well,
You need adamantium.
it seems that if you are about to get contained by the government on possible inspection suspicion, you could definitely expose them to your virus as well. So be careful if you're getting contained. Don't try and rip off the containment unit's protective gear. I'm glad we were able to test that as well. These are government grade. You can see they need a little TLC maybe. Yeah. All right. Good work, everyone. All right, now we can just transition into some more rolling. Now that we've ran through some scenarios, let's use our discoveries to do battle.
Thank you guys, Lord to work.
I'm going to transition back into my grappling gear, my street grappling gear. Remember, if you're looking to do some street grappling, you can get some ripstop pants from Hyperfly. That's at hyperflybrand.com. These are called. These are the ripstop joggers, I think they're called. All right. Let's go, Tony. Let's go. Let's see what I can do, what we can do. You got me, huh?
Thank you.
We'll be the narrator on this one.
Okay.
You want me kicked out?
Alrighty. This is a sparring round now. Jiu-Jitsu and street clothing, yeah.
I mean, there's no, this is the streets, bro. Talk to a chick. Dab.
Here we can see the use of the psych method, which involves psyching a person. Oh, brutal. Brutal. The man in the red pants is really dispensing some exotic violence on the streets here.
This is a very effective maneuver.
Oof. That, ooh, here we go. He went full Kyle. Full Chad.
Nipples.
This went from 0 to Hawaii really fast here. Tony's coming back. He's carrying Keenan's discarded hoodie as a weapon. and now Keenan's on top. He's using his own discarded hoodie as a weapon now. This is incredible, people. This has never been done in the history of the internet, and you're all privileged to watch this, at least in my personal opinion. As you can see here, Keenan is still using his hoodie, and he got taken down. Tony passes the guard, perhaps at his own peril. I think a baseball choke with the discarded hoodie, it's gonna work. It's tight. He's gonna have to tap. He's gonna have to tap. It's gonna happen. Oh, Tony's holding on, but don't go to sleep. Tony's head is purple and he taps. Amazing. Amazing. Here you can see how you can shed your own hoodie. Look at this. The victor. He defended his honor and his life.
So let me know. 2 points. No ice. Everyone try.
I'm pretty sure this is the most amazing piece of footage that we've ever recorded here at Keenan Online.
I just closed my eyes.
Yeah.
Just take your shirt off from the get-go. Ready?
Yeah. Do you want to catch these hands?
You should do the Scottish one. You want to go, dude?
Narration. Listen, I just had to kick your friend's ass. I will say.
It was a tie. It was a tie.
Relax, bro.
Dude, that's express. Oh! Redeem me, mija. We're business associates. We're both unemployed. Release your stress on him. You can't pay rent. What are you gonna do? Beat Keenan up. Something sweatery is going on. Is that what I think it is? Worm wrestling with dress shirt. Just take it off. Use this method. Nice. A little one-on-one time cuddle sesh. The Kaleo choke. The Kaleo choke. The Kaleo choke. Yeah, Kaleo did it.
That's an Ezekiel with his own sleeve.
That's what I'm talking about. Creativity from Slovenia. Redeemed me. Thank you, babe. Oh, yeah.
See that coming at all.
Yeah, that was
I kept expecting your sleeve to
The
rip.
more my sleeve ripped, the stronger it got.
Wow.
Good job.
It made me feel this good.
This is what I'm saying. There's a lot of secret moves. Moves undiscovered gripping opportunities when
In mid-fight, if you are dressed in professional clothing, rip your own sleeve. A,
I wasn't gaming that up. That was a tight choke.
they'll think you're crazy. A, B, they'll choke them.
All right, go for it. You're in.
Yeah, he got me good. That's a perfect example. It's like no one's really done this. So what are the techniques? That was an effective Ezekiel he got me with. I couldn't have seen that coming. I thought his sleeve would just tear away if he tried to do anything else. It did tear away now. So now he's lost his sleeve entirely. Tony's grabbing his own hood. I'm not sure why. Maybe got a little confused. Miha's just keeping it simple, going for the back. Just using jiu-jitsu. Oh, he's got the collar grip. He's looking for some judo controls. Sleeve and collar control. Tony's trying to go for the lapel single. Oh, and he passes it successfully. It is tearing, but it looks like he might be successful with this before the shirt tears completely. If you can circle out to the back. Oh, coming through for the deep double. This is a life or death battle, you must remember. Oh, and he secures the takedown, but then gets almost reversed. Can he stay on top? He rolls all the way through. Miha's securing a reverse triangle. If Tony can get his head out, maybe he can keep staying in this fight, but oh, Miha is too slick with these triangles. The years of judo and jiu-jitsu. Able to apprehend and control the more athletic Tony. Tony did hit a very nice low lapel single leg though. He may still be able to escape this position, but it's pretty locked in. I think he's just toughing it out at this point. Oh, he transitions to a triangle, normal triangle. Bent arm lock. Tony almost taps. Looks like Miha catch and release philosophy here. Wants to keep this fight going maybe. He does have a sleeve control. The shirt is ripping more. The hoodie is holding up though, a testament to armbar soap hoodie power. These will probably be my training gear of choice for this in the future. Tony looking for the squeezle maybe, or just a power guillotine. I did notice there's a bit more of a feeling of urgency in these matches. I feel like I'm fighting harder, faster, rather than kind of taking it easy. How I do in some jiu-jitsu sparring situations. Let's go, get on top, Tony. You got to secure and finish with ground and pound. Get to a positional control. Yeah, circle, circle. Oh no, he's gonna get these reversals. Finish with ground and pound, Miha. Tony opting for just the push and pray methodology. He is getting face choked with a nice cross choke from Miha, but I don't think Miha... Oh, he's gonna try and loop the hoodie around his head for a worm hat choke with the hoodie. The hood of the hoodie. Oh, he passes it. He has a little bit of his own shirt in there for extra control. Oh, this is a tight loop choke. I think if he can secure... Oh, Tony manages to escape. All right, and time. Good battle. Very good battle. Wow.
Hi. So this sweater's hot as fuck.
Jay, Miha already demonstrated Imanari worked pretty effectively.
Yeah.
Redo.
You want a rematch?
No, I don't.
Look at that. Someone commented Gumi and his name is Mika. The odds of that are so small.
Maybe it's someone from your
Slovenia,
Instagram, Slovenia or something. Yeah, Miha really held it down today. I think Miha won the street fight battle overall.
Thank you guys. Appreciate that.
Good job. I really liked that creative use of the Ezekiel.
I'll take 50% credit for the 2-on-1 battles.
Yeah, that was. You definitely can use these grips. I think it's unexplored territory, and as you saw, the material was effectively used to submit each other, and that is something to consider in a street fight scenario. I think the conclusion of this test, and I think you all can agree with me, is that the material does give you more options in a street fight scenario. And if you're not training in the gi, you won't really know how to use those positions as effectively.
It actually, I feel
I'll
like
just point it at you,
yeah,
so.
I feel like you need to do a switch when you get attacked. Like you think no-gi as a jiu-jitsu guy, but then like if you're getting attacked from the back, as soon as you turn, like you have to go for grips. They really help.
Yeah.
Like hoodies and stuff like that.
I totally agree.
I agree with you, Andres. I didn't think about it. See, should have choked him with my hat.
There's hat to choke. We should have used his hat to choke him.
No, I should have put it over your face, the tight part, and suffocated you with my sweat under it. That's what I should have done.
There's one thing we haven't done.
What's that?
T-shirts.
Oh, yeah.
T-shirts only, but I don't know.
We can try T-shirts only for science.
Bro science.
Yeah, I didn't bring shorts with me, though, but we should try T-shirts and see if they hold up. Because I have heard that T-shirts don't tear as easily as you would think. And if that's true, that means they can pretty much be used just as effectively as the hoodies are. Maybe even more effectively. All right, I'm going to grab some water. And then we'll try T-shirts. Where's my water bottle? Did I have it around here somewhere?
It was there.
Short intermission, guys. This is hard work. Those rip?
Yeah.
They're supposed to be rip stop.
Do that again. Let me zoom in on it.
Now with these glutes.
We'll get banned.
I wash lives, okay? And I manscape, so.
TMI.
Plug. Sponsor.
All right, I've got this.
Hi. What?
All right, I brought my Ghostbusters shirt, and we'll be ready to do some battle. Do you want to keep the slacks on?
Yeah, I think because they haven't been
Okay.
ripped yet, I want to see what happens.
All right. I'm gonna hand this off, and we're gonna try and engage in some t-shirt battles here.
I'm gonna be a full-time commentator. Let's do this. Emma, you and me, we'll share the mic.
Okay.
They want to hear your voice.
They heard it.
Hi, Emma.
Hi, Tony.
How are you?
Pretty good.
Nice. Yes. Oh, worm guard with the t-shirt. How's the flexibility on the shirt, guys? Good talk. Miha's not allowing it. He comes up with the worm guard sweep, trying to take the back. This is not fair. Miha does not have his dress shirt to choke people with. It's a combination of no gi arms and very thin top gis. Ooh. Go for the collar. Oh, same submission, both guys. And got it. T-shirts are pretty strong. Full Tony right there, that's what happens. Yeah, once they stretch that point, it's like, eh. But if you grab the actual material, or not in this, Kumbach. There you go, some De La Hiva, pant grip, collar. Oh, platinum worm t-shirt style. Collar and pants and nothing else. Up kick, up kick. There you go, Judy chop. Hand submission, go on. These grips will not break. Oh, oh. Keep going, Miha. Roll, roll, gator roll. Keenan probably put on the most stretchy shirt in the batch because they are his shirts. You know what we were going to do. Let go of the sub. Advantage, kind of. 4 points. T-shirt chokes only. Oh, bow and arrow with the shirt. Did you just go gangster style and put your shirt over your back? Trying to set up the arm bar, but Miha's busting that forearm in there. Yes, we are. We're all friends of some sort. Dang. That gargle you heard was him saying good choke.
Today we learned that t-shirt is basically a gi.
Yeah.
It's almost better than a gi.
A stretchy, unbreakable gi, but doesn't hurt your fingers as much.
You can't break the grip. You can't like pop grips off.
Because they just bolt to their fingers.
Let's go again.
One more.
My shirt's like not even ripped. You've been putting it through the ringer.
Slovenian grips. There you go. That's one way to use it. Heel hook or safe. Heel hook him. Extra grip with those pants. Thank you, Hyperfly. Heavy breathing 50-50. Going for his bread and butter. What we want the other day. Pushing away with the shirt. Don't really know what's going on. Nice. Judo. T-shirt judo. Not up in here. You may see some butt cheeks. Wow, look at that pocket grip. Very creative. Oh. Rip proof. Going for the belt grip. Still gets there. Bow and arrow. Or collar choke? Yeah, bow and arrow. T-shirts, unbreakable.
It's like no-gi with bow and arrow chokes.
Good job, guys.
You wanna give it a shot?
I'm okay, thank you. Appreciate you. I'm good.
Yeah, we didn't do the slaps.
Slap in the face. Combat jits. Make Eddie proud. Do you guys want to hear Keenan breathing? Really hard?
Look, it doesn't tear.
The pants sure did.
You should make t-shirt material out, or you should make pants out of t-shirt material.
Just not the white one where it gets wet and then you see through it.
It doesn't tear.
Yep.
It's totally fine.
Now it just looks like a modern shirt, like a deep V, you know?
He had his foot completely in my shirt at one point.
Also, suit pants, no damage. You can wear them to work.
Now when you go out,
I was grabbing your pants. I was kind of ignoring them for some reason.
they're too nice to
Even
tear.
just removing them,
Yeah.
nothing happens.
Do you see how long we've been going, Emma?
That's a lot.
This is hard work because it's more intense. Your body doesn't recognize it.
Yeah, it feels like when you haven't wrestled in a long time and you have to do wrestling only, there's like a different cardio involved. And the shirts are not painful to get choked with. Like, it's not comfortable, but it's not painful either. And the grips are surprisingly easy to use. I definitely think this should be a third style of jiu-jitsu.
Street-Jitsu.
And it's like there's different types of Street-Jitsu, because it's like you have hoodie Street-Jitsu, and you have t-shirt and shorts. T-shirt and shorts Street-Jitsu, with shoes, without shoes, wrestling shoes maybe.
COVID-19 first tournament of Legion.
Street-Jitsu. I think this is something we should offer here as a class.
Expand the mats even off of.
It's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of interesting things. I saw some, like, first of all, worm guard worked totally fine. It worked much better on the t-shirt than it worked on the sweatshirt. Like, I got his t-shirt, and it felt super secure.
Yeah, I can do shit.
Even when he postured up, his shirt just kind of stretched and let me keep the grip still. It didn't rip.
You get more.
Yeah, he just got more. So, I feel like this shows that there's a lot of gi application. If someone is wearing a t-shirt, there's a ton of gi application. Like, so much. Anything you can do with a collar, or even an over-the-back grip at one point. Like, I just had an over-the-back grip. That was a really secure grip. Probably force choke is so good in the gi, or in the shirt. In the gi. In the shirt. Just coming through the back and then right in front for a force choke.
Oh shit.
Yeah. This one. I used to do this in the gi all the time. Where you like bunch it up, get your hand through, and then grab in the front. This is a super tight choke. When they try and face you, it just chokes them. It's illegal in IBJJF, but
Not on the streets.
yeah. So
That's a good point there.
what?
Someone said that tar and pavement are going to limit escapes. That is a consideration.
That's
the
true.
surface that you're doing this on.
But you got to remember, it's like you can't train for concrete and tar.
No.
It's like if you're doing this, you have a significant advantage over the person in the concrete and tar scenario because you know how to use their shirt and they don't.
Plus, you're pissed off because they attacked you.
No
You
one-
didn't start this shit.
If you can like learn how to use gi techniques in the shirt, if someone ever comes up to you and they're wearing a shirt, they're pretty much fucked because they're not going to grab your shirt and try and choke you with it. You could easily grab their shirt and like totally
I think
snap them down.
Don't know much, just breaking their posture with the grip.
Yeah, breaking posture.
Trying to punch you.
Yeah, if you just are shaking someone as they try and punch you, they're not going to be able to generate power. You can easily, I think, this is why judo is so important. The fundamentals of judo are so applicable in self-defense scenarios. Being able to off balance with gripping and pulling and foot sweeps while incorporating striking into that, and then eventually, if you need to, just take them down. You could easily do it. What do you guys think? Why do you think no one's ever really done this?
That's a good question.
I mean, there is a gym that does this. It's called Optimus Jiu-Jitsu in Orange County. They told me about they do this sometimes. And they said that the shirt especially, that's where they told me that. The shirt especially just doesn't tear. It's a great grip. And that using it between the legs like a lapel for coming up on singles is one of the only ways to really effectively use the shirt. And that's basically a worm guard grip. And then I just felt worm guard works no problem. So
I think the only limitation is how many pairs of clothes you have to spare on this.
Yeah.
But like we noticed that too. There's not much ripped here. I can wear this another time. If
yeah, you could
wanted
just
to.
wear your fucked up shirt. Even though it's this stretched out, you could just keep wearing it till it tears completely.
Or we sell it to Urban
Maybe
Outfitters.
some shirts need to be made that are like more durable for the sport of Street-Jitsu. But I think this should settle the argument of which one is better. Neither. You have to use both equally. Because there's a lot of no-gi application, there's a lot of gi application when you can grab a shirt. So, yeah, I think some people have done this before, but I've never seen it with my own eyes. And I don't think most people have, so I wanted to just demonstrate it on video so we could all kind of use this as an example and then kind of push it forward from here. But I think we'll definitely be adding this as an option in our no-gi class. If you want to wear a t-shirt, bring it. Put it over your rash guard and just roll with it. And see, like, it would make no-gi so much more fun for people who really like gi. It's like, because there's finally some crossover. But no-gi guys are going to hate it, because if they put on a shirt and they don't know any of the gi stuff, they're just going to get wrecked by gi dudes who know how to use chokes. Because the cross chokes felt easier. It felt way easier to put on a cross choke. Like, way easier. Because it's so thin.
You can move it around.
You can just get so deep with a grip with no problem without having to fiddle with a thick lapel and try and hold on to that thick thing that's like difficult to keep your fingers on. Yeah, I think maybe over the next few days we can try more MMA style with like some gloves or something and striking. What's this? I can't read it from here.
This is good for old-fashioned schoolyard fights. Remember when the whole 5th grade, we make a circle around you, want to fight, you should put some obstacles up, call it cousins Lars over Taylor's
So someone from the Discord, a Legion member, Jesse, I think is his name, says this is like ideal for schoolyard fights, and it's true. There's like, when I grew up in Hawaii, and fights in Hawaii, there's almost like there's like a code of honor. Like, you would actually fight. Like, you would stand there, there'd be a circle of people around you, and you'd just like fight it out, like a MMA style fight, just with no gloves. But there was grappling and stuff. So like, where I grew up, in my high school too, I grew up in my high school with everyone being infatuated with MMA. That's how I got into jiu-jitsu. Is like, me and some of my friends kind of made it popular within our high school, and that's how the fights were in my high school. Is like MMA style street fights in the grass at like abandoned houses at my high school. I got in 2 fights in high school, and I did use some jiu-jitsu in those street fights, but never a gi grip or never street t-shirt grips. But looking back, it would have been totally easy to use. They can't hear? Can you guys hear me? But yeah, I think we're gonna call it a day there. I feel like we've adequately explored this for today's time period. I hope you guys all enjoyed the stream. Remember, we're doing this every weekday, so if you enjoy it, make sure to share the stream links. Ask your friends to come hang out with you in the chat, and we'll keep putting out good jiu-jitsu content. I think tomorrow we're going back to the gi, right?
Yeah.
Tomorrow we'll be back in the gi, and we'll kind of just rotate through gi, no gi, and street fight jitsu.
Friday we're doing lifting.
Okay, Friday we're gonna hit a lift. Tony will lead the lifting stream.
We'll win a battle.
And he'll run us through some lifting workouts.
How can people support us while Legion is closed?
How can they?
Well, they can sign up on Keenan Online or grab the plans. Like
That's true. If you guys are looking for some more jiu-jitsu content, more technical approach rather than this more sort of like forum style like conversation, Keenan Online is a great place to go check out. We upload tons of content. We film techniques for that right after this. And I have some good ideas going forward for a lot of the Legion members. I typed it in our Discord earlier. I don't want to say it on the stream because I want to make sure that we can pull it off properly first. But I think we have a good idea for the Legion members going forward as well. But thanks everyone for your support. Make sure to follow Miha on Instagram. It's Miha JJ, right? At Miha JJ. You can follow Tony as well. I don't really know it's a hard to pronounce Instagram name. And make sure to hit the subscribe button on the YouTube channel if you're not from the channel. Hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell notification so you get an alert when we go live so you don't miss any of the future streams. Even if you just hop in for a second, type in the chat and say what's up. It helps the overall vibe of the stream. And we'll keep it going, guys. Thank you so much. See you all later. Stay safe out there. Stay clean.
Stay at home.
And stay home. Thank you.